Hello, everyone. This is the Guild of Chaos, and we're going to do a podcast about the Steam Deck. Give our initial
What's up?
opinions and a review of it. Or not review, but thoughts on it, basically. Because we don't have it yet, because it's not out yet, but, you know. So, my friend here, who's part of my channel, the Guild of Chaos, our channel,
Archive.
is here to join me in the podcast.
Be right back.
And he says he's going to be right back. So, today, like I said, we're going to do a podcast on the Steam Deck. Our opinions, what we believe that it should be on there, and what we think altogether about it. Now, I'm still sick, so you might hear me cough. I apologize. But I wanted to do something for my viewers, and I thought doing a podcast might be nice. I'm feeling a lot better. I just have that cough still, and I don't know if I have a temperature still, but like I said, I like to do things for my viewers, the people that are watching our videos. I try to do my best, you know? But anyways, let's get back to it. So, as my friend, until he gets back, I'm going to give my opinions on the Steam Deck. Honestly, I think it's a pretty good, like I said, console or PC, it doesn't really matter to me, as long as it works, you know? So, I think it's a pretty good, PC, I'm going to call it. I think it's pretty good. I hope it does emulation, because I really want to play older games on it that I've had from my childhood.
Isn't it
And
like
I
a
honestly,
mobile PC?
yeah, it's a
Isn't it
mobile PC. Yeah, it's a mobile PC. And it's, basically, it won't be able to play a lot of newer games, I think, in my opinion, because from what I've heard, it doesn't, scale to 1080p even when it's on the dock. It just said, they said that they, made it when they were making the, Steam Deck, that basically, it will, how do you say it, they made it as a handheld PC. That's what they were focusing on. So, I don't think it's going to play a lot of newer games. We saw that they were playing Control and stuff like that. But we also saw them playing RPGs and stuff. I think they're RPGs. But, it's a pretty cool console or PC, like I said, whatever you want to call it. It looks pretty amazing. The specs are pretty good. I think it's fantastic, honestly, in my opinion. It's not going to be my main PC, of course. This one that I'm using currently is going to be. But it's a good alternative, you know? And honestly, I think what they did, it's actually pretty decent. Maybe not the best in the sense of new games and stuff, but I honestly think that it will do pretty good. And I honestly think, too, that the hard drive, even though it's small, in the sense of the amount of storage you could do on it, I don't think that's a big problem in retrospect, really. I think it's, I don't know, pretty decent, because you can upgrade it with SSD cards, I believe. Micro SD cards, I think. But for me, that's enough talking. What do you think, my buddy?
It should be all around fine.
But give your opinions, you know? This is a podcast, man.
Well, for one reason and the other, they have, well, for one, they're using a DDR5 RAM chips, which signify that they're trying to look towards the future. rather than use old and existing technology like DDR4, which is currently being used for most PCs, but they're currently going with DDR5, signifying that they're trying to make it last longer and from the shelves of the stocks of regular, because DDR4 is going to be less expensive in the future, but DDR5 is the newer DDR5. I cannot speak today. It's the newer model, which it basically has faster uh, transfer rates and all that. So they're trying to make it to where it's a more faster than a PC, is what I'm saying. So they're trying to make you want to buy that rather than a PC. That's my intake.
Well, I do agree with you on that, but I also think they're trying to make it easier for people that can't afford them, though. And honestly, I think that's all in all a good idea. I mean, think about it.
How much is
PCs
it?
usually it's
How much is it?
$400. I mean, I think
Mm,
that price alone is pretty good. I mean, they are trying to make it so that people don't have to pay like 1,000, 2,000, you name it. They're
well,
actually
you're
making this
basically
pretty
buying.
affordable.
Uh, they're still making a freaking killing
Yeah,
because what they're what they how they can actually auction it that much is because
yeah,
of
that's
probably because of how cheap it is to actually produce. Because think about it, the company will always try to make a profit no matter what,
that's true.
whether it be. But
but but honestly, you got to think about it in long terms. They're actually going to have a really good, decent product probably, and a lot of money that they get out of this too. Because honestly, $400 for generally speaking a PC is pretty good. And honestly, I think that's a really good deal in the sense of a
it's a
handheld
Leo,
one.
Leo. But you gotta also remember, this is also early start. I'm I wouldn't trust it for now, but that's just me. Uh, with new technology comes bugs. That's all. That's what I always say.
True. And you do get what you pay for, I admit that. But I think it's pretty great that they're coming out with a handheld gaming PC, in all honesty. I mean, you can literally use this thing on the road. You can go places with it. I mean, you can even take it to a friend's house where you can't take a giant PC. Well, you can, but you risk breaking it to your friend's house or any place that you go. But I did hear, and I believe I'm not sure who said it from Valve or Steam or whatever. So don't quote me on this. But I think there is one thing that does concern me, which is
What?
when you take it apart, they said that it could blow up and you could die from that. They said that in the when they were taking it apart to show people what was inside. I do think
Hmm.
on that note, it is pretty risky in itself, but not a lot of people, in my opinion, that I would think would actually take this thing apart. If there was
No,
a problem
people.
with it, I would.
Here's the
I think
thing.
they.
People need to take it apart in order to put in better parts.
Well, they said that
That's
they're
why.
not going to do that so far. Um, I think they actually said that they're going to sell parts for it because people are obviously going to take it apart. Some people, but they said they don't recommend doing so because it could damage it, and the warranty on it will be null and void after that if they do mess it up. And the thing is pretty compact in it, so I would say it's pretty dangerous. And it looks like they're using a lithium battery, which in my ideals or whatever you call it, I think that's a pretty bad idea, considering that people have had so many problems with lithium batteries in the past. But honestly, I think
Lithium.
regardless,
Let me just interrupt you there. Lithium is what we use a lot right now. a lot of times people don't realize that the batteries that you use tends to have at least some part of lithium, no matter what. Even like your phone, it has a lithium battery. It's what we use to actually charge our phone. Lithium
That's
has
true.
more. It's more lasting, so that's why people use it.
Yeah, that's true, but we're actually talking about a gaming PC here that's in handheld mode. I mean, that's pretty dangerous in its own fact. But
Not as
I
much as
think
you might think, because the
I
power supply, uh, because a lot of the lithium has been actually advanced so much that they could probably afford to.
yeah, and I don't think that companies would actually make this thing if it was actually dangerous. But they did say that I'm not exactly sure how they said it or what they said exactly, but I think they said if there's electricity involved, and it hits the Steam Deck or whatever, it
Hmm.
could blow up, especially if you're messing with it. And the biggest part that concerns me, to be honest, is the fact that they said that you could die. And that right there is a little bit of a concern for me. I am going to get it, but at least I'm not going to take it apart where I have that problem necessarily. I mean,
Hmm.
all in all, accidents do happen, but I'm not going to be stupid enough to actually take this thing apart and do that. If there's a problem with it, I'll just send it back to the company and ask for a new one if I can, or get my money back. But honestly, that is a concerning thing because that's dangerous and all. I mean, a life is a life, and uh,
Um,
a life
well,
is
let me just
precious.
true, but it'd be on them because they gave you a fair warning.
Yeah, and to be honest, basically, uh, a Steam Deck is replaceable, but a life isn't, and that's why it concerns me.
Mhm.
But if they say not to do that, then you obviously shouldn't. But people are people, and they'll do what they want. There's no stopping that. That's why we got free
Well,
will. But in
Leo,
my opinion, that's dangerous.
but they cannot stop. They cannot stop you physically to actually taking apart their product that you bought.
I know that's what I'm saying. It's free will. Go
Yeah,
ahead. It's your choice. But I'm saying I won't do it. I don't think it's a smart thing to do. So, my opinion. But if you guys have any opinions of your own on the what we've said so far and on the Steam Deck and what you believe in and everything, let us know in the comments. Because we would
hmm
certainly like to hear what you guys think of it.
and at when this thing comes out in video, uh, leave a like. Tell us know like how you feel about our quality and like what we can do to actually spice it up.
Yeah. And another thing, the Steam Deck one that I made the review on from the website, the reason
Hmm.
it's part one is because I'm planning on making videos, hopefully, if it supports it with my software. I'm hoping that I can make some videos actually on the Steam Deck itself, and I'm going to try to use my camera that I have on my PC here to show you guys that it's actually the Steam Deck and everything. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it when it first launches because I don't have that kind of money, and I'm hopefully getting it for a Christmas present. But if the people that I'm getting it from don't have the money, then it's going to be a little delayed. I apologize for that, but I'm not made of money, so would be nice if I was, but you know.
No one can be Bill Gates.
So yeah, just give us your comments. Like I would like to hear what you guys say. And yeah, so I honestly think the Steam Deck is going to be a great product. It's just that one detail kind of concerns me because that's kind of dangerous. But I think that's where we're going to end this stream. Do you have any complaints with that, Richie?
Yeah, nah.
All right. So I think we'll end the stream here. If you guys actually enjoyed this stream, let us know, okay? And we'll try to do maybe another one. Oh, and one more thing. If my other best friend, who is also part of this channel, wants to do a review of the Steam Deck as well with me on a stream or a recording, whatever it could be, we're going to do that. This is part one, so that just in case he wants to do one with me. He was kind of busy today, so I had to make it with my other friend, so it's fine. He's good too, you know. We're all good friends, so. But I just wanted to say that we'll make
chaos.
Yeah, we're called the Guild of Chaos, so. But if he's interested in it too, we're gonna do another podcast on this. And me and my friend are also going to do a podcast, or not a podcast, a video on Skyrim, if you guys are interested. On, I believe, PC. I'm not exactly sure. But that will be soon, I think. But we'll do a video on it. And if you guys are interested in it, just, you know, watch it, you know. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Hit that like button, hit the notification bell so you can stay tuned what we put out next. And yeah, we'll see